Peace and blessings is namaste to all light warriors and workers and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today, and I am out at the lake of where I blew my shofar horn. Right? And this is where I came to have a little bit of peace of mind because I had some weird visions yesterday, and I wanted to share this with you. And I'm almost 100% sure I know what they mean. But just in case, you know, you have a different opinion, don't mind hearing it. All right. So, last night I saw a vision. All right. And the vision was like a rectangle picture frame. All right. And I want you to follow me with this vision because I think that it's very important for you in this day and age to understand. So it's a rectangle like this, all right? And split down the middle is a line, all right? One half of this picture is black. The other half of this picture is white, all right? Now, there is a being that is standing in the black portion of this picture, all right? And he's drawing unto himself a great multitude of people, all right? He's drawing a lot of people to himself, and so in the black portion of this picture is this being and this great big multitude, and people from all around the world are coming to listen and to hear. And then something weird really happens, right? So after the group of people that are collecting in the black portion of the picture are all there and ready, this being now, he crosses over the division, and then he goes over and he stands in the white portion of the picture, okay? And then looks at the people in the black portion of the picture and starts judging them. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I was so confused by that vision. I was so confused by it, okay? And I said to myself, well, I thank God that I did a video out there about learning about the 4 things that we need to pray for to get us to where we need to be: the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and discernment, because apparently that's what's going to be needed or necessary during this day and age. Okay, what I am thinking about that vision that I saw is that we are still in that season of separation. Okay, however, it's not playing out exactly the way that we thought that it was going to play out. Okay, it's almost as if whatever being this is drawing the negativity or whatever, all of the tares unto himself. Like he's drawing all of the tares unto himself, and then he cleanses himself, and then he goes into the opposite polarity and start to judge those that he was teaching. So when I'm paying attention, like this morning, and I'm gonna be honest, you know, it was a little rocky for me because of what inspired this vision. So I'm gonna go ahead and confess, okay, because I don't have anything to hide. So last night I had some edibles, right? I had some chocolate edibles, right? They look like little chocolate bars, and they have 4 squares on them, and I ate them. I ate them all because I thought it was delicious, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel anything. It's a little windy, a little bit of breeze. I didn't feel anything, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then about an hour and a half later, that's when I'm like, oh, you know, like, what's going on here? And so when I get like that, it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for me because I'm already tapped in, right? So what happens is it starts to intensify, and then I start seeing all types of stuff that I can't figure out. So all it does is give me confusion, all right? It's like I'm looking and jumping in and out of timelines and stuff like that. So cannabis is not like my best friend, okay? It's not my worst enemy, but it's not my best friend either, right? So when I took the cannabis last night, that's the little edible chocolates. When I took the chocolates last night, you know, I was sitting, you know, in the living room, and I was getting ready to start typing, and that's when I saw that vision, okay? And I was like, oh, wow, things are really not what they seem, okay? They're really not what they seem, and you're going to need this, all right? You're going to need this during this time. So what I'm getting ready to teach you is something that I learned from Thoth, okay, or Grandmaster Tahuti, okay? Now, he talks about how your mental space, you know, your frequency can be infiltrated. Like there are groups of beings that will direct negativity to you or direct thoughts to you. Okay, and you have to be careful to realize or to figure out if the thoughts that you are having are actually yours, especially if you're an empath. Okay, if you're an empath, you need to make sure that you understand whether or not the thoughts that are in your mind are coming from you or an outside entity. Okay, now listen to me. There's a difference between a shapeshifting energy and a chameleon energy. Okay, Tahuti talks about when you have directives of negative towards men, or if somebody's infiltrating your electromagnetic field or trying to infiltrate your frequency and they are a shape-shifting energy, you have to learn how to vibrate. You have to vibrate your body, okay, to go ahead and push it out. Now, what I ended up doing when I feel my energy being infiltrated for whatever reason and I'm not comfortable with it, okay, then I have a special ritual that I do. I'm not even going to say what that is because somebody might try to reverse it. I'm telling you, I've been having a wonderful life so far. So what a shape-shifting energy can do, okay? A shape-shifting energy has the ability to mirror or manipulate any energy that you throw out, okay? It's not their true authentic self. It's not their true selves, but they will shape-shift to pretend or mimic your own energy, all right? And typically, this is done by a malicious type of spirit, okay? Say they want something from you, or you're thinking about change or you needing something to change from them. This person will pretend that that is happening, okay? They can also shapeshift to act like, they're angels, when they're not angels. They're actually dark forces. They can shapeshift to act like they're dead relatives, but they're still dark forces. They have the ability to mimic voices. Okay, so a lot of the thoughts that you're coming from, you might be thinking, especially those of you who have those gifts, those clair gifts, you got to be very careful. Okay, because if you are telepathic, you're hearing. All right, you're hearing when somebody's trying to communicate with you telepathically, you can pick up on it very, very easily and you can actually hold that conversation. But what I'm saying is with a shapeshifter is sometimes you don't know who you're actually holding a conversation with. Okay, so you need to be preparing yourself. You need to be protecting your energetic field. You need to be praying for that discernment. Very, very, very necessary. All right, very necessary during this time. All right, now that's what a shapeshifter does. All right, they will mimic, they will mock, they will pretend to be anything that you're needing or looking for in an effort to go ahead and get what they need from out of you. Okay, then on the flip side of that, you have the chameleons. All right, now chameleons are more light forces. All right, they are positive. All right, but these have the ability to infiltrate anything. Okay, these are light beings that might be infiltrating dark things, infiltrating dark spaces. Okay, and they're in it. Okay, and they look like they're part of you because what does a chameleon do? It transforms, right? It can blend in the background. Okay, and they look like they're part of you, but they're really not part of you. They're on assignment to illuminate and shine light in the darkness. Okay, so chameleons energies exist out there too. All right, and these chameleon energies also can mimic anything, but they're typically very, very positive. So for instance, if you were one that had a lot of traumatic experiences with the paranormal and stuff, well, it might be easier as opposed to come to you as a giant angel, that might freak you completely out, to maybe present itself as a dead relative, like an ancestor or a mother or a father, and it could very well be an angel. Do you understand that it's doing that? Chameleon energies, they also deal with you culturally. Okay, so say you have on assignment with you a Pleiadian, or I don't even know. Say some of your ascended masters don't look like you. All right, say they don't look like you, but every time they come to you, they look like you. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, as a black woman, sometimes a lot of the angels will show up as black. Okay, sometimes they'll show up as white. If you're a white person, okay, and you identify more with your culture, okay, and there's an ancestor that is working with you, but they look like me, they might shapeshift and turn into something that's more familiar with you to help you on your journey. Okay, so what I'm saying is be careful of the energies out here. Okay, you have shape-shifting energies that mimic and mock what it is that they think you need to in order to get something out of you. And here comes the wind, so this is going to be real fun in a minute, in order to get something out of you. And then you also have chameleon energies that are infiltrating dark spaces, but they're actually the light. All right, and they're there to illuminate things. So protect yourself. Okay, when you feel like your energy is being infiltrated, or somebody's in your energetic field that doesn't belong there, or you don't believe that it's the person that you think that you are talking to, learn how to vibrate. Okay, you can find that in the emerald tablets. Learn how to vibrate and push energy out of your sacred space. All right, because people lie. You know what I mean? And energies are very deceptive. And with everything that is going on out here, you better make sure that you're on the right team. That's just all that is to it. You better make sure that you're on the right team, because I'm telling you, whatever being that was, set those people up bad. All right? Set those people up pretty bad. Know in yourself who you are, who you belong to. Okay? And you better be bold in that. You better be bold in that and start really listening. All right. Start utilizing that gift of discernment that you have. And if you are actually a clair, okay, you're going to have to start pushing through past the veil of the visions that you're seeing too. All right. You're going to have to, because some of them are false prophecies as well. All right. Another thing that you need to know when I'm talking about chameleon energy, okay, for those of you who are light warriors, light workers and stuff like that, some of you may have this type of chameleon energy. And what you're going to realize is later on in life, when you start really experiencing life and understanding what your consciousness is able to do, you may find yourself being attracted to the very thing that you hate. Yeah. Sorry about that. But you may hate it because of righteous indignation. Okay. So case in point, some of you who hate politics, okay? You hate government systems, you hate politics and all of that stuff. There's a reason that you probably have that fire about it. And maybe it's because you were called to be that change, okay? So some of us are infiltrating the same things that we actually hate. Okay, and the reason why we're hating it is because we can see through it. But it's the people that can see the errors are the ones that can make the change. Do you understand? So you're going to be drawn to the things that you hate because you're the one that's got to change this world. We came here to resurrect the dead, and we came here to change this world. And the only way that we can change it is by putting action, faith into action behind it. It's enough sitting around smiling and watching news and doing this and the third. Okay, start putting your plans together. All right, are you trying to open up a school? Get your curriculums and stuff together. Look at your nonprofits. Okay, look at your ability, look at your coins, see what is necessary to get it going. All right, get into collaboration with teams of other people that have the exact same vision as you. And don't worry about it if you can't find them now. They will be on their way, because once the Most High, or once the Divine has put you on your course of action and you have accepted your mission, the help is going to come. Okay, so you don't have to worry about stepping up and doing it right now. And yes, some of you will be in some dark places and the places that you hate. So if it is religion, some of you are going into religion. If it is politics and government, some of you are going into politics and government. If it's about the educational system, some of you are going into that as well. Okay, and you have to be the one to do it. It's just not enough to hate it, honey. It's enough to get in it. We make change from the inside out. So stop running. Stop running from your passions. Stop running from your cause. Stop running and start being bold, okay? Either you are who you are or you're not, all right? But the second guessing is not doing your spirit or your soul any service right now, all right? So you're either going to walk in that power and know who you are, okay, and just have fun with life. It's very short, you know what I mean? We're going to come here. We're going to get this new earth going and whatnot, and then many of us get to go home. So yes. Don't be afraid. Now you can get mad at me. You can get mad at me and thumbs down it and unsubscribe and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you right now that in 2022, the same one of y'all that's going to be mad at me for telling you that y'all are being sent out to these places that you don't want to be, you'll be telling me next year that that's exactly where you are, because it's not me pushing you to do this, okay? I am simply the messenger. And I want you to be successful in everything that you do, in all of your journeys, okay? We have come here to all be successful and to be happy, okay? And I want that for you, all right? So when I talk to you sternly like this, it's because I know and I see who you are and what your potentials are. It's now up to you to see it too, okay? I am Sophie, and I love you all.